Alright, what is going on, everyone? I have some Halo 3 gameplay in the background. On Crow's Nest again. This is easily one of my favorite levels in the game, so I had to play it again. It's also on Heroic again because I want to play it very aggressively, and the gameplay is really nice. You get to see me use a variety of weapons and play style, so I think it's going to be a good watch while I'll be commentating about my junior high days. So when it comes to school, I never really enjoyed them. Even though elementary was okay and high school was really lame. Also, I think college is just as bad as high school right now. It's so boring and I just don't like the atmosphere and environment. I remember saying it's like high school with a couple of adjustments. College really does feel like that to me. Well, somewhat. But man, junior high or middle school was totally the complete opposite of all those school experiences I've had. It was by far my favorite one. Even though I did have my crappy times with it, I was bullied a lot, and I think I got into a couple of fights back then too. But, oh yeah, and I had to wear uniforms, which were pretty lame. But man, at the end of the day, it was totally worth it. The main reason why I enjoyed middle school so much were the teachers. A lot of them were really cool and down to earth. Even some of the meaner ones are like that too. For example, my 8th grade English teacher was actually a bass guitar player in a band. And seriously, what are the chances of that? Finding a teacher that's actually in a band. Unfortunately, I heard bad things happened to him. He's actually in jail right now because he touched a minor at his school. He's now a principal at a different school, but keep in mind this was 6 years ago. 6 years ago, so time changes. But from what I've remembered, his class was so much fun, and I don't think I learned anything much about it, but I really enjoyed it. I thought a lot of the stuff was interesting for what he was teaching. Also, during my junior high days, that was when I was really good at Warcraft 3, and I have so many fond memories of that game. Played so many ranked and custom matches, and had so many fond memories of those too. I also made a lot of fun maps too, and met a lot of cool people that I'm still connected to this day. I loved that game so much, even though I don't post videos that oftenly due to recording issues. I wish I could, to be honest, but not only my gaming life and school life were great, I made a lot of friends, and everyone was so different from each other. It's not that I was popular, but I think the people in my middle school were just that cool, to be honest. Matter of fact, in my 7th grade, I had a band class, but here's the funny thing. We never learned anything because the teacher never made it to class. Unfortunately, I heard he died because of cancer, so that really sucks. But man, dude, we had all of these sub teachers, and my friends and I, we would just slack off and mess around 24/7, and there were so many funny moments during that time. That class was basically like a class for you just to slack off and just bullshit around, literally. God, dude, that was the best class ever. I mean, I can't remember the exact things, but every time I go to school, I always want to go to that class because there are so many funny things that would just happen. To be honest, we didn't actually get to play instruments till next semester or something like that, so yeah, we didn't do anything for months, but just bullshit basically. Oh my god. To be honest, I really miss those days. The days when school was actually fun to go, you actually learned something, and when you tried, you got what you deserved. If I could remember correctly, I always had that feeling where I want to get up and go to school because I liked middle school that much. Nowadays, everything is the complete opposite. I just feel like I'm trying to get by instead of feeling like I'm part of a society or I feel belonged. I remember on my graduation day, I looked at the stadium we were in while my dad was driving, and it was emotional, man. I knew I wouldn't be able to go back to those times and relive them again. If I could really go back in time and relive those moments again, I would totally do it. it was so much better than high school and college, where I'm just not enjoying it at all. Matter of fact, when I graduated high school, I didn't even have that same feeling I did in middle school. That's how much I couldn't stand high school. Junior high was so awesome at the end of the day. It seems like a lot of the stuff in high school is just not interesting to me, and I just can't get into them. And I also hate having this feeling inside where I feel caged, like I'm in a prison, literally. That's how much I hated high school. The same thing with college too. Matter of fact, I went from having a lot of friends to middle school to nobody in college. Yeah, it seems like school's getting a lot worse for me as time goes on. I really miss middle school so much. I don't think college is ever going to replace those experiences, because those were totally the days. It was the glory days.